Morning.
Morning. So, we arrived into Pompeii again.
It was
late.
a disaster.
Keep having disasters at the moment along this stretch of coast, with there not being many wild camping spots and stuff like that. It's all, you've always got to get a site or a soster. The only way I can remember that word is sozzled, but soster.
Well, there weren't any around here of those really. So there are actually, but we didn't. We didn't want to risk going because we were so tired and it was a long drive. We just wanted a campsite. So I'd actually rang, hadn't I? And,
well, he let us in, didn't he, for the night? He said, but you got to be gone by 2 because it's the bank holiday. So.
But we'd rung somewhere and I'd pre-booked some, or so I thought, and we rocked up to, it was Camping Zeus, I think. Oh no, Camping Spartacus. I thought we'd rang. So we rocked up at Camping Spartacus, and they said, no, we've no room. You're not on the, you know, we haven't got you booked. And I said, I spoke to someone. Here's the number, and she was like, that's not our number. And I rang it, and then their office phone rang, and I was like, see, look, I rang. And then he went,
we were a bit.
This isn't
not
you.
shouting, but we were like, what?
We were knackered. It had been like, well, how long? 6 hours, something.
Yeah, we decided not to do that anymore. Doing sort of over 300 miles each day is. We don't do it all the time, but it's too much. It's too much. The brain starts to turn into a scrambled egg. You start snapping a little bit, and it's just. It's not the way to do it.
We kept missing turnings, didn't we? Because I was stressed and you were
turning
stressed.
here, and you were doing back onto a motorway and
toll road again.
Yeah.
Oh, another toll road.
Nightmare.
They love them here. They're everywhere. So we were like, okay, so we've obviously rang the wrong place. I have no idea at that point where I'd actually booked us in at. But anyway, it wasn't there. So Camping Zeus said you can come, but for one night only. So we just rocked up there at 8:30, charged us the full price, which was €35. He said, have you got how many people? I said 2, didn't I? So I thought, you're going to kick us out here in the morning, and there's 2 of us. I'm not going to tell you we've got 2 kids as well and charge us an extra bloody €10. Anyway, we lied. And we just got in and we just put our heads down, didn't we? And in the morning, we were like, right, we've got to find somewhere. So I rang the next site, which is this one.
They're all next to each other, so it's not too difficult. Like literally next door.
Yeah, and all literally next to the entrance to the Pompeii.
There's a fence between the sites. It's like they're all one.
Yeah. So we're in here now at Camping Pompeii. Yeah, it's all. I wouldn't say it's great. I'd say it's doable for just to visit Pompeii. The toilet, the showers.
A bit smelly.
I wouldn't say it's
the
best.
In and out, get in, get washed, get out.
And it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And you cannot beat the site for literally being the closest site to the Pompeii ruins. It's literally over the road. And when you've had a long day trekking around there, it's great that you can just literally walk out the gates across the road and you're back in. And there's some really nice restaurants around that seem quite reasonably priced. So it's probably a good spot.
Supermarket next door.
Central Pompeii, isn't it, for visiting that? Yeah. And also there's a train station literally around the corner that takes you into Naples or to Sorrento. Now we've decided
it's Good Friday and we've come to Pompeii.
Only we would do this on Good Friday when it's going to be. I don't know if you can see
behind me there, and obviously in front of me. It's like, what time is it? It's not even late. It's like 9 in the morning, and it is heaving. Which is okay, we'll still get to see it and walk around, but it's not raining, it's sunny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just unbelievable. It's €36 to get in, kids are free, so it's not too bad.
€18 each. Don't bother buying it online and pay in advance for the €21 for the tickets where you skip the queue, because the queue for that is bigger than the queue to just go in and pay normal.
No, it is.
The skip the ticket queue was longer than the one where you paid to enter. So don't do that. Just turn up and pay to get in.
There's easily over 1,000 people at this time in the morning. But it's I'm interested to see it. So we'll film a bit more from inside.
It's okay.
What a place. I mean, it must have been utter destruction. Back in the day, they reckon there was, 11,000 people lived here. There was like 600 bodies, that were cast in the ash. A lot of them have made like plaster of Paris of these bodies now, and so they've only placed them back, the actual ones that, the bodies aren't in the ash anymore because they were like pumice, so the bodies were gone. But, there's now 3 million people here in this place. So if this volcano ever did go again, good luck trying to get 3 million people out. It would just cause utter destruction, but people do.
depressed Benji is. But we have adopted a cat. Not really, it's not coming with us. It's very cute. Of course Isabella's been feeding it. And yeah, it's now curled up in her hoodie on the chair, enjoying a bit of sunshine. Benji is tolerating it. Normally he doesn't bother with cats, he hates them, chases them, but he's allowing this one to stay put. Isabella wants to adopt it. Are we adopting this cat? Cat on the road?
Water. Seems everywhere in Europe the water's just, it's not like the UK. Maybe it's just us, but you do get a bit of a black scum in your brew, so but if you use bottled water or filtered water through one of these, it's alright.
Yeah, so we bought this before we came. It is a
Birkenfeld,
yeah. So it's doing us well, because obviously sometimes you have to just fill it with what you can get, and this just helps make sure that it's not going to kill us.
It says you can get it out of a river, the water.
I wouldn't risk that.
And put it in here and then it'll do the trick, but we've just done it with the tap water.
Yeah, that's just tap water, but we're still filtering it just in case.
We've done what, about 10 litres out of that? 10 or 11 litres, so...
Yeah, we just store it in the garage, don't we, when we're travelling?
Yeah, so then at least we've got clean drinking water.
Yeah.
Or you can buy it, some people just buy it, but yeah, we've got that, so...
Now we've decided, haven't we, after spending many times trying to persuade the kids to climb Vesuvius and to go to Sorrento.
Don't want to do it.
They just don't want to do it, and it's just no fun when we're forcing them to do things, is it? I wanted to do Pompeii. I don't think we'd get the kids around another place like that. They're just not really that type of child, are they? That they just don't enjoy it. So
the fun stuff.
They want the fun stuff.
They
want
beaches and
water
bodyboarding
parks
and just
beaches
playing games and digging holes and making bases. And...
So I think that type of thing might have to wait, won't it? So it's just us.
Yes.
And for now, we just need to find the the motorbikes. Yeah,
we're going to wing it. We're going to get on a ferry across to Greece.
If we get on.
We will.
They said to us there's no availability for the rest of the season for our size motorhome and for camping on board. That was on the main booking line. But I've read things where people say they tell you that on the booking line, but if you turn up at the port, they'll let you on. So we are going to give it a go.
Just going to turn up.
We're just going to turn up.
Worst case is we'd have to drive north quite a lot.
A lot.
Ancona. More or less to the top of Italy.
Yeah, there's a few ports dotted along that side, but we just knew that the camping on board facility, where you can literally stay in your motorhome the whole journey with electric hookup.
I'm just thinking, yeah, we'll get the Bari, we'll get in a boat, and we'll leave Italy. Get to Greece where you can. So and go, Greece and Turkey where you can wild camp a bit, and it's not so stringent and it's not so expensive. And
yeah, we need to get back to places where you can park for free on the beach.
It's not very enjoyable. I'm not really enjoying Italy that much because the scenery's nice and the people are nice, but it's just everything's so expensive.
Busy.
And it's just geared up for tourism big time, and it's just all about the tourism, which is great. If you want to see stuff, come to Italy and see it, but not sort of living in your van and doing it this way. It's not very enjoyable. I have to be honest. I'm looking forward to getting on that boat.
So we aren't going to get the ferry to Greece because we can't get the camping on board option, and we can't get any ferry from Bari to Greece with the size of our motorhome, just not coming up as available. So we've decided to scrap that, and we're going to get the boat to Albania instead, because we can get a cabin that allows pets, and the price was pretty reasonable at 350 quid. Say reasonable, but it's a 10-hour ferry.
Yeah.
So
overnight.
Yeah, we're going to do that one. But the problem was, we just got an email through, didn't we, that said you can't, after I booked it with Direct Ferries, they sent me an email after I'd paid to say, please do not turn up at the ferry port with your emailed only tickets.
It's very confusing.
You have to have printed tickets, it says. So me and Sam, we're just panicking, aren't we now?
There's lots of people stood around panicking and asking each other, and people have come up to me and said, are you getting on the ferry? And nobody knows what to do.
Yeah, so we've driven to the ferry port in a panic, way earlier than we need to get the ferry, because we need to just check that they're going to let us on with just the emailed only tickets, and
which they won't.
Which they will have to. We'll have to see when they open. They open at 5. The ferry office. We got here about, what time did we get here
Well,
at?
6 hours. I went over to the office and said, do I book in here? And he said, yes, come back in at the time at 5, and that was like nearly 6 hours away. So
Yeah.
we just had to, there's nothing we can do except sit in the van and
Yeah,
wait.
we've got to sit and wait. Hope to God that when they open at 5, they will allow us to
Well, they'll tell us
use
what the
our
next
email
step is.
tickets at least.
We'll
But
see.
yeah, so always drama, nothing straightforward. But yeah, I mean, what a ridiculous thing to say after you've booked them. By the way, you need printouts because we're in Italy. We've got no printer. We actually did go into a supermarket on the way here. They said they didn't know of anywhere we could print, so we did try.
Yeah.
So let's see what the ferry
See
ticket
what the
office
ticket man
say.
says at 5.
Yeah, fingers crossed, eh?
Well, it's all done. We are booked in. The man was dead nice over there, dead helpful, spoke very good English. There's so many people around here that are confused and don't know which way they go. Some people thought you come here and then you drive 2 kilometres back to
We might still
the
have to
ferry
do
port,
that.
but this man said, I said, should I drive over now to the ferry port now, booked in? And he said, no, wait here till 6:30 and board over there. And he was pointing and I went, where? And he's pointed me to where all the trucks are in the corner, so the ferry's here. So,
But the most important part is that even though we got that email saying off direct ferries that we needed to print, you have to print
you have to print.
your booking, otherwise they won't allow you to board, is nonsense because we couldn't print
you come
it.
here and you get a boarding pass when you come to this part here. I mean, when we're driving up the road on the way here, you can see the signs for the port of Bari. Don't turn in there. You've got to come to the booking office because then with that email of your confirmation, once you've paid, you have to go over to these windows over here. And there's all the names of the different companies above, so as is GMV. So we just go over to the window. I went over to the window 5 hours ago and he told me to come back at 5.
You still went back early and got in first.
Still went back half an hour early and still got my boarding passes basically for all of
And
us.
they did want to see Benji's animal.
Yeah, they wanted to see the animal passport.
Well, his what do you call it? Pet
Animal
passport.
Pet passport.
Yeah, because we got that done in
Yeah.
Spain, luckily. So they
Don't be
wanted to
thinking
see
of
that.
winging it. You probably wouldn't have got your dog on if you think, I don't need one. 'Cause
Yeah.
I thought that.
Yeah.
Are we even bothered? Does anybody even check? They checked.
The amount of grief you gave me about that pet passport, and
Good job we got
it's
it
a
in
good job we
Spain.
got it because
Yeah. I
They-
don't know if
they
an
did
animal
wanna see
health
it.
certificate will cut it. I think
well, no,
that's
because
all.
you can't use it because it only is valid for entry in France. You couldn't
Well,
use it here.
Our vehicle insurance, doesn't it? Doesn't work or something in Albania.
No, we have to get a green
card.
card.
And apparently we can get unlimited data and stuff like that. We could change onto their SIM cards over there in Albania, so which ain't a problem. We'll do that.
All these things that we're going to have to think about because this is a very last minute decision to go
Italy,
to
what was that
Albania.
thing in Italy? Was it a ZKL
Yeah,
something? Because it was an environmental zone, even though it was.
that was actually because we were in Pompeii only though. It's not everywhere in Italy.
Yeah,
And
but you could get a couple of £100 fine if you don't do that. It's free to do it.
but that's only if you're over 6.99 metres long. And then
We
you...
never knew that. Never knew that you had to fill out any documents or anything just to drive into an
It's
area.
because we were always winging it.
Luckily we pulled into a site and on the ticket for the site it said on the back of it, you must fill in this for your vehicle. So that was the reason they were asking us how long the vehicle is. It's been very confusing. It's been a long day. We were up before dawn because the thunderstorm rolling out at sea was massive.
I'm convinced we got struck by
We
lightning.
could have got struck by lightning.
It was-
The boom was massive.
Yeah, it was horrendous.
So
It scared
there'll
everybody.
be more children on the boat. When I'm sat on that boat, chilled, and it pulls away from Italy, it'll be like, oh,
Yeah, you've not enjoyed Italy, have you?
no, it's been very fast paced, very, very busy, crazy drivers, terrible potholes, and it's cost us a fortune.
But the worst thing is, I think,
Well,
from
it's an experience.
the Albania roads and drivers, I
So
think
we've
are going to
heard.
be on a par, if not worse. So we just
No.
need to prepare
Apparently
ourselves.
70% of the country is mountains, so good place.
You'll be happy then.
We'll see. This is our ship, the Af Marina. It's I thought it would be bigger, but it's not. 10-hour crossing. I don't know if it goes very fast, but there's not many people here. But yeah, it looks seaworthy enough. Let's have a little scan of it. I thought it'd be like a massive super ferry because it says deck 9.
I'm not liking their dents
But
in the side.
there's a lot of dents in it. I think they might have bumped it just a little bit, but we're here. We made it. We were waiting there for how long? 6 hours? 6 hours? 7 hours?
That's only because we were so bloody paranoid about not having tickets printed.
Yeah, there's no clear directions of actually how to get here. It's
Don't go to the port.
don't go to the port.
I'll put the drop pin of where you need to go.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing, but if you just take it nice and steady and ask people and...
And actually we didn't book Adria ferries, we booked GNV, but I've heard that all of the ferry companies share ferries. So don't expect to be getting on a GNV ferry.
But 2 of the vans we were parked up with are in front of us.
So we are on the
7 o'clock apparently we'll go on.
AF Marina.
10 minutes. So.
10 minutes embarking time.
Yeah,
and we've got the slow cooker on.
Got the slow cooker on with like 8 minutes left to go. But you have to open the vent at the top and it proper kicks out steam. So I don't know whether they're going to kick off and think, what is that? But
well, we might have to just do it here now quickly.
I don't know what we're meant to do with it.
So we can have our sausage casserole before we get on the
They do food on board.
Standard English, we're having a sausage casserole.
Yeah, we've got sausage casserole.
And then now we're like, oh my god, the ferry doesn't leave till 10 PM though, so what the hell are we going to do?
I don't know.
You're just trying to get you on there to spend your money.
Our casserole pot up to the room with all of our plates.
Bloody massive.
Stuff. I don't know.
It's not a slow cooker, it's a pressure cooker. It's massive.
What's it called?
Forgotten.
Instapot.
Instapot.
Instapot. Runs off our Bluetti.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get this Instapot dealt with.
Go.
Pronto. So this is the boat, and literally the motorhomes are just on the open deck, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. They're just exposed. They're not strapped down or nothing. Let's hope we have a smooth crossing. But yeah, so this is us leaving Italy soon. Considering the horrendous weather, I think I would have been happier on that Venturis ferries, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, we're not. We're on this thing. It's like the smallest ferry I've ever seen. It's just that bit inside and then this long like runway decking. Anyway, fingers crossed. I've just taken my Sturgeon tablets. Pray for me. Pray. Benji. Here we go. 503.
Right, open the freaking door.
Me in then. I think we're sat with the captain here.
Near the front. Go on then. Let's see.
Where's the light? Oh, there's the light.
Where? You do the light, boo?
I can't believe you squished through the dog and I'm like,
Does anyone turn the light on?
Yeah.
got it, yeah.
Can someone unclip Benji for me, because he's just pulling at me. Benji is like, where the hell am I? Well, this is interesting.
Well,
I got this on this bed.
not bothered.
1 bunks. 2 bunks. Yeah? You alright in there?
It's home from home.
Toilet. It's a proper flushing toilet. Woo!
Oh my god. How strange.
I bet it's gonna be like one of those
What?
airplanes. Toilet, Jesus.
Probably could have seen that whole run from that other deck, but
Yeah.
this'll do.
Yeah, our motorhome is just down there.
Behind that.
But
Yeah,
And
there's
that's it.
there's only us 3 vans on here, so.
it looks like an oil tanker that spoke to me. Does it to you?
True Albanian
That
shit.
is a ferry. This is an oil tanker.
Newly painted. You can see where they've been painting on the floor.
God knows what that's about.
No.
But yeah,
It's definitely a bit choppy.
this is the
So,
end.
if it's
the
like
end
this
of
in the
Italy.
harbour, I'm just a bit concerned about what it's like out there. Like, I've never slept on a ship before.
I'm
It's
just,
gonna be, I don't know,
I think, Sam,
gonna be a bit voodoo.
you've got your channel in the
What?
What's he
You're
called?
laughing at my hair. My hair's bad.
Oh my god.
Even the kids are laughing at
Alban
No.
it. Listen, you know what? This is why.
What's he called?
How's
the
that?
actor that.
Oh yeah, that used to be.
Is that better? I can't believe we made it to the boat. That has been epic to get to this boat.
Yeah.
So much drama and which way did we go?
So many scary Italian roads, and we're just about to embark on Albanian scary
I
roads.
think we should go and get a drink.
Yeah, let's go and get a drink.
Let's get a drink.
It's very windy up here. Benji, put him down because he's going to need a wee. He's not had a wee. I don't know if he's going to wee on this boat. I'm not sure he's a fan.
Just gonna hold it in until it's on your bed.
Yeah, better not. There it is.
Why is their roof so clean and ours is filthy?
Because we'd probably be on the road a hell of a lot longer.
Well, yeah.
Pray for it to end.
At least all the cables have stayed on it with that super tape.
Yeah, this is the first time we've looked at the roof of our van since we set off.
Well, it is actually. Whew, that was quite a good kip actually. Wasn't too bad. Quite a smooth crossing. And there's Albania. It's still quite smooth now actually, the sea. Barriers are quite low. You wouldn't want to fall. Wow. That's windy. Quite a few tankers here. But I think we'll be docking in an hour. So let's have a look at the time. Probably about an hour and 15 minutes. And we'll be docking. And then we can go and get some shopping. Get some bits and bobs. And then find a nice place to chill somewhere. Right. Just speak to you from the beach.
Morning. So we are at the port of Durres, and we got through passport control fine. They like to take the time over it, don't they? Keep you sweating. Anyway, they didn't even ask about Benji or anything. They didn't ask about any insurance. They didn't want to see the V5. They didn't want to see our marriage certificate. They didn't want to see anything. So now we were pulled over to the green card bit, because obviously our motor insurance isn't covered in Albania, so we needed to get something to cover us while we're here. So they're charging us €90 for 15 days, which is a lot for me, but we are in we are in a big motorhome. So apparently for cars, how much is it for cars?
€49.
€49 for cars, and then probably a little bit less if you're a smaller, maybe motorhome.
It's €150 for a month in Albania.
Yeah, but I don't think we're going to do a month here because we were planning to go down to Greece.
I'm not paying
So
that
I think
either.
15 days here will probably be okay for us.
And the van's now like a floating crystal.
Yeah, and because we were on an open deck, we came back and it's literally caked. It's got like an outer shell of salt. So Sam's on a mission now to try and find somewhere to jet wash it. We've just found the nearest stop on a beach from the port, and we're going to head there and hopefully find a jet wash on the way. So we will catch you there. So that was stressful. They only accept cash and we haven't got any cash. Similar situation to on the boat. They only like cash. Cash everywhere. So this guy has taken Sam somewhere to go and get cash and left me with the van, and they're like, move your van, and so he told me where to park. I parked there. It was like a really narrow little bit, and the guy was like, no, this policeman was like, you can't park here, and I was like, where am I supposed to go? I need to wait. So anyway, they put me in this bit here, but I've got a feeling he's going to move me again in a minute. I don't like driving this van. Haven't driven it in ages, and I'm in a foreign country. Sam's not here. Stressful is not the word.
So you can't really get closer to the sea than this, really, on this site. It's like having an entire sort of holiday resort to yourself in a way. Isabella's up there doing something. The local fishermen are out there. They've been out, just wait for some of them to come in. They do have that little island there. It's a restaurant with a walkway, and it's It's closed at the moment. I'm guessing they must get a bit more touristy and stuff. Even though there's not much tourism in Albania that, you know, mainstream. But we'll have a little walk around this site and I'll show you how nice it is. So the road is very much like this, sort of on the way up. Big potholes and stuff like that, but there's loads of little places around here, little tuck-ins where you can just slip through and just make your own little paradise, really. I've not even been in this bit, but yeah, it's just immense. Great little spot. We'll just try and catch the sign as you're coming in. It's well worth a visit here if you do come to Albania. Camping Pompeii. And these are strange. Some old pillboxes. And it looks like he's got some garages at the top that are old gun emplacement bunkers by the looks of it. These are the toilets, which are very nice, really. Can't complain. Everything's all solar heating, but it's all very clean and yeah, it's not grimy or anything. Great. This is the men's, so the women's is always better. Obviously a kids park, but it's a little bit overgrown. A lot of the timber work is rotten, but there's like a little viewpoint over here somewhere. If we can just get to it. But yeah, it's does need a bit of a trim back and stuff like that here. You can see they keep on the land in certain spots, but this is just, I don't think many people come up here. But what a great little spot to sit in the morning, sort of overlooking the restaurant. You can see it's been mowed down there, and we're sort of over there somewhere in the trees.
So we're going to spend a couple of days, I think, at this campsite because it's really nice. It's a very chill vibe to it, hasn't it?
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right on the beach. A few more people have turned up now, which is great. I like it when other people come. So there's about 5 of us here at the minute, but it's the most amazing little spot.
Yeah, we really like it, don't we?
It's the feeling when you're here. It's just like, it's just great.
It almost feels like tropical vibes, I think. So yeah.
We've been planning, haven't we? We've been researching the history, watching other videos, reading, learning, and actually planning the route on the way down. Because we only did get 15 days on the green card because of the price. Looks like we did get had over by double. But if we've only got 15 days work our way down to the border of Greece, I will definitely be wanting to come back into Albania because there's just immense amount to see. The scenery is unbelievable.
I think it's from the north, isn't it, where you've just been looking at a lot of the bits from the
It's
north.
just epic.
And because we've landed midway through on the ferry,
I get excited, feel excited for it. I'm like, can't wait.
we've got a lot to see here in Albania. It looks amazing. We're actually really loving it, aren't we? It's good vibes.
It's cheap.
People
Food is
are
cheap,
lovely.
and it's amazing.
Food is cheap.
Do proper loaves of bread.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're going to enjoy Albania. So yeah, let's see what this week brings. So we'll leave it at there for this week, I think, won't we?
To National Park tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully see some pelicans. But we will keep you posted, and we will see you next
Some bears.
Sunday, I think. See you later.
speak to you in a few days.